when last we left off, our badass group of adventurers had traveled north to investigate the possible hill giant incursion. Been up since 4:30 in the morning. Fight me.
I will.
I get it.
In order to bring some peace to the potential chaos that would be threatening Vobadan, the hometown of Dinar, our dragonborn paladin. Fight ensued, plant growth spells were cast, movement was hindered. Haruki was almost eaten by a crazed, starved giant. But the might of the party prevailed. For the most part, one mage who lashed out with powerful elemental spells was able to get away with a chain whip wielding ogre to the north. The party pursued. Was able to recon some decent information in the form of Valen. But unfortunately, the less than stealthy approach, which is very characteristic of the party,
Clang.
Indeed, alerted the sleeping chain brute to y'all's presence. Y'all had a quick battle with a strong opener from our assailants, which was quickly smashed by the quick-moving and hard-hitting party, who then decided at the very last minute to keep a very injured and very bleeding mage alive.
Briefly.
To
Sorry.
get some information of a somewhat disturbing element before killing him and then using Speak with Dead to rip even more information out of him, of which they learned that this Baron had been sending some of his forces out to incite chaos, unso the zone make noticeable it was not, and that he, the Black Baron, would be watching. The dead information was remarkably similar, although the one noticeable piece of information that was additional was that when asked about the Yidel Sanctum, where Dinar was formerly trained as a paladin, Rethnir inquired as to whether or not there was any intent, to which the corpse answered once, but not anymore. That information did not sit well with Dinar, who pleaded with the party to instead continuing towards the caves where he last battled with the figure Thamor from his past, to instead divert to a slightly longer excursion out to the northwest towards the Idol Sanctum to check on its fate. Eventually the party decided to acquiesce to this request, and then had a small chat about the ethics of torture when it came to gathering information. Rethnir calmly stating that he will always do what needed to be done, with Krenor and Haruki and Valen kind of playing a middle round, saying that there should always be a chance given. A compromise was made with Haruki, essentially asking to be the good cop and go first in all future interrogation exercises.
Such a clinical way of putting it.
I'm stating the facts. Nonetheless, it is still pitch black. It is the middle of the night. You have all been pushing yourselves past the point of exhaustion. It is only by your staunch will and the luck of the dice that none of you are, not that more of you are suffering from exhaustion. I believe Krenor and Sylvarin were the only two. But it is now probably pushing almost midnight, if not past midnight. You stand in the depleted campsite of the mage and chain brute ogre corpse, about maybe 50 feet behind you, the fresher corpse of the mage still in front of you. As the rest of the night is y'all's. What do you wish to do?
Well, before we move on, I'd like at least to give this poor soul a proper burial.
I was about to say the same thing.
Baruki,
Yes.
would you mind helping me?
Absolutely.
Did you answer?
I said sure.
Alright. I'm trying to clean him up a bit, and I'm just kind of not acknowledging Rethi at the moment.
How good a job cleaning the body is he doing?
Wow.
How good of a job cleaning the body are you doing?
Yeah, I don't have prestidigitation. So I
Wizard
was
spell.
trying to make him look at least respectable-ish with blood everywhere, but I can't clean it. And I'm just putting the hands, over the body. Just trying to make it look at least a little bit normal.
The hand, because one of his arm is chopped off.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
bad.
what the body part that was off. I'm
Yep.
just trying to remember which
So-
one.
Well, it was his head and his arm.
The left arm has been chopped off and the head has been severed, and at the completion of Rethanir's Speak with Dead spell, the head itself broke into a terrifying rictus grin
Yes.
and kind of just like unpacked made itself and kind of like fell to ash, which is different. That's never happened before whenever Rethanir's cast the spell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, usually it just leaves them looking exactly like they did when I started. Odd.
So Rethanir, that's a thing that is very poignant in your mind.
And I will have to pray on it.
Alright. So that's what I'll be doing with.
Perhaps this body has been befouled with some wicked magic. Perhaps it should be burned and not buried.
Well. Yeah, I guess so.
Especially given the difficulty you seem to be having restoring any dignity to it.
I'll go grab some logs.
I'll go help.
Bresh pipes up. Me too. And the three of you wander off. It takes a bit. I'd say it takes another about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, to pull back enough wood to garnish a small, a very modest pyre. And you could either set this up like right on the campsite, the campfire that they had going previously. You could set it a little bit off to the side, closer to like where the brook is babbling behind you guys.
Yeah. Let's go to where it's babbling.
While scrounging for wood, did I possibly see anything that resembled a cherry blossom?
Make an investigation check.
Hey.
Hey.
Investigation. 17.
17. That doesn't detract too much from your regular wood gathering responsibilities, but as you go about, you don't really see anything that would resemble a cherry blossom, at least in its classic sense. It's also late fall, early winter, so most of the trees don't have any leaves on them, so it's very difficult to tell.
Any flower.
No flowers.
Huh.
Okay, just continue on.
Okay.
As the wood gathering is happening, and if Kunar is still with the body, I'll just take a moment to use a 3rd level spell slot and cast Sending to Torin.
Okay.
This is retinue. I am with your 2 sons. They remain safe. We have cleared the farm and destroyed all assailants. We turn now to the Sanctum. And that's it.
Hey, Rethi, are you on with my dad? Can you tell him to say hi? Rethi.
You're gathering wood, so
Ah, fuck. You're right.
There's a pause before you hear
Oh, right.
You choose an odd hour to call, but it's good to know they are safe, that Baresh has found them. I hope they return soon. Keep them safe, please. And that's all you get.
oh right, people sleep. Weird.
You still require sleep, you're just a bit more efficient at it.
It's kind of sleep.
It's like
Anyway.
open eyes sleeping. Your dream is what's going on around you.
So about 15 minutes pass, and then Baresh, Dinar, and Haruki come back. Kunor has found a spot closer to the brook and has moved the body over in that direction.
Set a couple of hail paylors. What?
Several Dawn Fathers.
Yeah.
Inspiration to me.
No.
No.
Okay. You all stand there for a moment. Dinar and Baresh awkwardly move the body onto the pyre itself. Unless any of you wish to light the fire in your own way, or have a way of lighting a fire.
Cast fireball.
Great.
Actually, I would like. Let's see how this works. I'll cast Sacred Flame. See what that does. Since it's radiant.
Radiant. So
Curious.
you cast Sacred Flame. Both the corpse and the pile of wood automatically fails its dexterity saving throw.
I don't know, maybe you should roll anyway.
That log succeeded.
You watch that instead of flame, holy, like this burst of brilliant sunlight burns its way through the various like holes in the robe and up through the top of the top of the pyre, and just kind of shoot up in this quick arc and then fade. There's a slight singeing smell to the robe, but it's not flame. It's not fire. It's radiant.
I wince a little bit.
I'm gonna start a fire.
Okay. Doesn't take too long.
I helped you.
Going over to one of the drier sections, thanks to Krenor's Sacred Flame spell, you set flint to steel, give us a few small breaths, and a moment later, the soft flickering of firelight begins to build its way beneath the pyre and up. Takes a few minutes before the fire catches the body, and the smell hits. And it is one that some of you are a bit more accustomed to than others. Nonetheless, you all stand there stoically. Baresh kind of just takes like a back stance to all of this. Sylvarin and Valen are kind of giving like this has been giving this whole thing kind of this like morbidly curious, but at the same time like questioning look, but aren't really saying much. But I'd say it takes probably the better part of an hour for the entire thing to be consumed. I'd like you all to make another Constitution saving throw at this point.
Take my dice out.
I'm gonna say this is starting anew because you guys have had some time to rest, so this isn't like a DC. I think it'd be like 20 at this point.
It's okay. I still rolled like shit.
Jesus.
Breathy, are we cuddling?
I don't know. Are we?
Look, Dinar's up for it, so I'll up to Breathy. Because if we
Breathy,
are, you get +4.
Well, 6 with cuddling and 10 without.
No, what? It would be the
That's
other
the
way around.
opposite.
Other way.
Other way around. Yeah, that.
Okay. So I'll say all of you are standing close together. That Haruki and Kunor, if you guys, I'm saying Haruki and Kunor, if you guys didn't already include the +4, you would be able to include the +4 because you guys are all standing in generally the same area.
Okay.
All right, there we go. That does it. So luckily, once again, thanks to you, the positive emotions elicited by just being around
From the
yours-
cuddling.
from the cuddling. You guys are not cuddling in front of the fire. This is happening at the fire. That'd be very weird, Dinar. I have additional questions.
You know.
You all are able to stave off the exhaustion that has been coming from your continued stance awake. However, you are definitely the feeling that you would need to sleep, and you need to sleep soon, or it's going to become very difficult to travel the next day. Especially if you want to travel quickly.
Shall we begin to set up camp?
Well, let's find somewhere else.
Let us not go too far.
I mean, I think here is fine. They're clearly not using it any longer.
Look, as long as we have people on guard, we're fine.
There's
We should sleep.
Right.
blood and
I will
bits
keep-
everywhere here.
I will keep watch first, and if anatomy disturbs you, Krenor, then you can certainly wander off, but don't go too far.
Sylvarin says, I can take second watch, and it just kind of like slinks back into the darkness.
Get your sleep. The matters I must pray on.
I will take third watch.
I'm just gonna be a little bit away from them.
I'm just gonna sleep.
Okay. You all get to camp. Recuperate for a moment. Feed yourselves. Hydrate yourselves. I assume that you guys all take care of this stuff. Unless I kind of
Go take a dump, you know.
I continue breathing.
I mean, a la Shidoria, unless we start traveling through like the tundra or like, you know, the desert. I assume that you guys are stocked up for travel. Especially considering you just came from Dinar's hometown, he would not have let you leave there. Like,
Well,
he did it once before. He's not going to do it again.
That's fair.
So, Rethanir, you all settled in for a long, hard, well-earned sleep. Rethanir, you spend the first 4 hours up. Is there anything you would like to accomplish at that time, or are you just kind of looking around, keeping an eye?
I just want to spend it in prayer and meditation, but I have no particular thing I want to accomplish.
Okay. Make a general perception check for me.
With advantage because armor or no?
Be different DC.
Say sure, fuck it. Good. Oh god. Dice everywhere. 25.
5. No smells assail your nostrils as you are quite keenly made aware of the fire, its recent occupant, and the heavy smell of, for you at least, given the enhanced senses of your armor, of copper and viscera that hang still in the air. So nothing much on that front. Hearing-wise, nothing that would trigger your senses, nothing you hear that's outside what would be the normal nightly sounds of a forest slowly turning to winter. The crow of a raven, the call of a raven, the almost invisible or impossible to hear sound of an owl beating its wings. Slight breeze that comes and rustles leafless branches every now and again, but nothing that picks off your danger sense. Roll initiative.
Damn it! You picked my mic. Picked
Natural 1!
Tiamat swoops down in front of you all. Kenny Loddings is riding on the back of the great red head.
Oh no!
What?
It's the danger zone! It's okay, Tiamat's a lawful deity, right? So it's fine.
And with a throaty, resonant voice, this says, "I challenge you to a volleyball game."
I was only junior varsity!
And as that terrifying fever dream runs its course, Rethinir blinks a few times and realizes that he may need to keep praying. 4 hours go by. You begin to feel the call of sleep yourself. Sylvarin comes and comes over, kind of pats you placantly on the shoulder, and goes, "All right, buddy, hit the sack. I'll keep watch."
Don't know what sack you speak of or why it deserves punishment, but...
God damn it.
Nothing
But I-
would go over Rethinir's head. It's too quick and would catch it.
But thank you. I do require some rest.
Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna roll a perception check for Mr. Sylvarin.
He sees everything.
He's got
I mean,
dope
yeah.
perception.
What was, what is, what will be.
Well,
What
His
was?
perception is as good as mine!
it wasn't.
Oh.
So you all, but doesn't seem to happen. Nothing. He doesn't come wake any of you guys. The night passes pleasantly enough, as a night out in the cold can. Haruki, you wake up ready to take your shot at the third and final watch when you realized that it is well past morning. You all have slept for 8-9 hours. It's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. Rethinir, you go to check your stuff, and one of the things that Sylvarin was unable to notice is that a small band of rodents had come in and had chewed a small hole in the candied nuts that you had previous from the. There's still some in there.
Oh, okay.
But there's a obvious shoe hole at the bottom of the bag.
I toss the whole thing aside.
Valen not so subtly runs over and grabs it.
Yeah.
This is good. He goes. Oh, what? He said he was done with them.
If
All right.
do.
So, long rest?
Yes, you guys have completed a long rest.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Rest-
Spells back up, abilities back up. Those of you who can wish to, if you hadn't already, you can pick your spells for the day.
Oh my
Working
god.
on it.
You can do that. I'm gonna refill my decaf.
Ew.
Decaf.
Get him out of here. We need a new DM.
Wow.
I just like the taste of coffee sometimes, guys.
Gross.
That's where they put the shite beans.
Oh, what?
Spells. Best part of waking up is getting to choose your spells.
What?
What? Make him stop.
I mean,
I don't even know what spells are.
really
What's
don't know.
magic?
Highway
To the danger zone.
Easy there.
No.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
my bad.
Highway to the
Oh,
Alrighty. So,
I have a question for Dinar, actually, as relevant to my spell preparations.
please.
Are there any significant rivers or bodies of water between us and the Sanctum?
No, it's just mostly, mountain and forest, as far as I remember.
Very well.
Make a history check, Dinar.
History. 17.
You do remember there actually is one significantly sized stream, nothing related to the size of a river. There is a small wooden and stone bridge that's about maybe 7 to 10 feet in width that goes across it. You remember having to camp out one night in the midst of your injury-induced fevers, having to camp out on the side of one of the banks until enough money could be put together for a toll.
Yeah, no, it's mostly hills and forest, except for, this one stream where we had to pay, I think they called it a troll toll, and I don't get why.
Now,
But,
there are trolls that on the bridge.
Nope, no mention of trolls whatsoever.
yeah, no, there were no trolls, though. It just, I guess because it rhymed, and there was a letter missing or something, they just called it that, but I don't know, we were little kids, we called everything. The Gamp lamp stuff.
You're speaking nonsense, Dinar.
Yeah, so there's a stream that there's a bridge we can cross, but it costs money to cross. the
Is it
bridge.
an exorbitant toll? Is it levied by thieves or evildoers, or is the toll of a legitimate purpose?
I think it's there to help make sure that the bridge stays sturdy.
Very well, I will not prepare water walk.
Look, worst case, we'll just swim across. I'm good at that sometimes.
Baresh looks out at the partially frozen babbling brook to the right-hand side.
Oh, come on! You really just want to put it into me that I traded away that ring, huh?
I don't know. I'm just suddenly remembering that our ancestors might have been cold-blooded at some point.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll pay the toll.
They can give us the ability to walk across the water if paying us some toll is a problem.
You know what? Worst case, I can protect myself from cold.
I'm a prepare water walk. Okay.
That's cheating.
Dude, I got nothing.
Walks across the water 5 feet from the bridge.
5 feet? Why do you think we're gonna go 5 feet?
No, like 5 from the bridge.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think we're gonna go 5 feet? I'm gonna go right up next to the thing.
Dinar, you do remember though, that like as you went off and travel, vaguely what you remember from fading in and out of consciousness, that there was a stream with some sort of bridge, and a section of petrified trees that had been bent and grown and pointed in a certain direction. That were the two landmarks that you remember, telling you that you were on the way to the idol sanctum.
Oh, so the petrified trees weren't like creepy trees.
Not that you remember. I mean, you were young, so they were probably creepy to you as a kid. It's probably why you remembered it. But you mean they were there when you were a kid, so.
Gotcha. So yeah, when we cross the bridge, I don't know, if we go for a little bit, I should recognize something.
It's been a while.
It has.
So we should get going.
I'm ready whenever.
Alrighty.
Done.
Barrage doesn't really say anything. Yes. Go
Before
ahead.
we head out, I want to make sure, was this half-orc like one of the first humanoids that Haruki took part of killing? Like outside of that, it was the Yonti, right? And the Oni.
It was the Yonti, the Oni, and then
I'm assuming
bunch.
a couple bandits, right?
Yeah, but like mostly those bandits would have been. You probably would have come across like a half orc in the bandit groups, but they're rare. They were mostly like human, some half elf.
Okay.
This is probably
Go ahead.
I mean, you do this what you will, but this is probably the most viscerally killed one that you've been around.
Then, before we head out, I will just take a couple seconds and give the burial a bow and continue on.
Alrighty. Thank you, John. You've seen through my fiendish plan to extort money out of the party in order to pay for rolls.
What did I do?
Was that you that posted that, or was it somebody else?
Nope.
Oh, the Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yeah.
I mean, that was me.
No.
That's how I imagine the stream.
No, the stream is like. I mean, you don't know. You never.
You were a
know.
kid.
Look, I know. I just really enjoyed Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Who didn't? But, you know.
Me.
Wow.
Alrighty, so you press on at a good pace. Dinar's somewhat anxious in order to get some distance between this campground and further to the northwest, where the idol sanctum lies somewhere slightly deeper into the untilled woodlands. You press on, and it is a gray, overcast day. There's a very slight breeze that catches through every now and again that rattles some of the leafless trees and boughs. Baresh is not really saying anything and hanging towards the back with kind of in between you guys and Silvar and Valen. Valen seems to be taking it upon himself to, the best he can, try to clean up any tracks that you guys might be leaving behind. Although, so he's a bit slower behind you guys, but he is, given his given his background and given what he's his skill set, he's doing a decent enough job of keeping definitely within eyesight of the rest of you guys. But you all press forward for about I'd say 6 hours or so. It's later in the day at this point. You're hitting early afternoon, so you guys woke up at 8. Probably got on the out about 9 or so. So it's like about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Starting to get not the hints of darkness, but it's definitely probably within the next 2 or 3 hours or so. When you start hearing the faint babbling that you heard from the brook has been traveling in vaguely the same direction you guys have been in, begins to widen, and the sound gets a bit louder to the sound of deeper, more consistent, moving, rushing water. And as you kind of you push through this kind of thickly knit, overgrown brush, pushing through that is coming on the trail itself, you go, push past, and what you see is the stream itself. The stream is about it's about 15 feet at width from bank to bank, and about maybe 25 feet to you guys off to the if you're facing north, off to the western side. You see a humble looking bridge that seems to be partially dilapidated, but constantly built, torn down, built back up again. It's an extremely eclectic accounting of stone and mud and brick and wood that's about 7 feet wide and goes just across is able to reach over to the other side in this slow kind of curving pattern. And there's different sections of it that have that have fallen apart and then be rebuilt, but the material that's been rebuilt doesn't match the material that was there before. So it's this very cattywampus ad hoc contraption structure as it goes across. You do see that on the other side there is what seems to be a small hut-like building that's built not far from the bridge itself, with a similar looking structure on this side as well. The structure seems to be about 10 feet in diameter. It looks almost like a yurt, but not made out of cloth, more like sticks and weaved old rope that's been put together. That is what lays before you.
I guess we just approach.
Gonna.
Yeah. I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna approach as if I don't know that there's a toll.
Alright, so you're just going to attempt to walk across the bridge?
I mean, I'm just going north. It's a bridge. Or west. I don't actually know the direction I'm going right now.
You're traveling to the north.
Okay.
Alright, so do any of you follow him, or is it just Dnar that goes across?
We're all walking.
Okay.
I mean, I walk with him, but
Just so we're clear, I'm not if someone stops me, I'm not just running past them.
Right, but you're walking with casual confidence.
Yeah.
You take about 4 steps onto the bridge before a great kerfuffle erupts out of the structure off to the side of you guys. Now wait there just a minute, you wee little beasties. What
excuse me.
do you think you're doing? Tipsing across my proud hard work without offering anything in reprisal. And you look over and what you see is quite possibly the dirtiest, hairiest, just completely hair puffed out, matted, never once brushed or braided. It's all matted and dreaded into itself dwarf.
More than Valen?
Yeah, I was about to ask, does he smell worse than Valen before his bath?
On par. It's there are twigs and dead leaves and
Dead rats.
probably the remains of whatever last meal it's had. kind of stuck in the beard itself, the beard itself goes down past his waist, and he has tucked into his what would be a belt. It's just a piece of rope kind of tied around like a very, very matted tunic that he has. This kind of what would be a cloak, but it's really a blanket with a bunch of like holes kind of cut into it that he kind of has tied around. He's looking at you guys with these crazed, beady eyes, kind of stares very, very quickly back at you, both of you. No. I'll take it you're all strangers here in this land, to think ye can just walk across my bridge and not have to pay the proper tithe.
I very blatantly walk up and be like, yes. What is the toll?
Yes, to what point? Yes, to that you're not from around here, or that you think you're just going to walk across the bridge.
I kind of look at myself in my strange armor and I look back at him.
Oh, you got some fancy for your fucking armor on. We've good for you. You didn't answer my question there, Hume.
To us not
like looking up at you.
being from around here.
Oh, see, but that was so easy to say. Why didn't you begin saying that in the first place?
I mean, I thought you would be able to infer because of wearing something.
I don't
that is
pass
not-
judgment on those who want to cross my rickety-ass bridge. I just make sure that they pay so I can keep the bridge from being more rickety-ass.
Oh, well, see, now that is a very just and noble cause, my good sir.
Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody has the words to start appreciating it. That's not going to make the price drop in the just so you know.
I mean, I wasn't trying. I mean, do we want to start bartering now? Because I can.
So I take it this, it took turns to the rest of you. I take it this here wee-tongued silver beastie is the leader of your all.
Yes.
Glorious be his name.
I frown a little bit.
Really well, let's see, there's about 7 of you here. All you seem rather strong and robust characters. Well, lots of you got some big armor in that one. That guy's got a shield over there. Those don't not very light over there. And that guy's got a shield too and the hammer. Well, the armor looks rather heavy. Alright, I'll put it at 4.
For...
Do you not know what you pay to get past here?
I thought we established this in the beginning when I asked what do we have to pay for this.
Established what?
What?
If you're here to pay the toll, then you know what the toll's for.
No, I would, out of anyone here, I would probably know the least about what this toll is. So if you could be so kind as to explain it to me, I would happily pay whatever it is that needed to be paid.
Stone mead. Have you never heard of stone mead?
Stone mead.
Aye, stone mead. The best hooch this side of the Gathgar, I'll tell you that.
I have never encountered this stone mead before.
Well, that looks like you're not getting.
Dinar and Baresh.
I look at Barash.
I look at my feet.
Dinar, and Krenor, both of you make history checks.
Oh, and me? Oh.
Natural 1.
Let's see where my feet are.
Look, that plays into my characters just perfectly.
That's gonna be a 7.
Okay. You have no idea. None of you have ever heard of root mead before. Rethanir, I'll allow a history check if you're proficient in it.
I'm not, and I don't drink.
I can't believe you look so well traveled. You've never heard of fucking root mead. Root mead. What the fuck am I talking about? Stone mead. Who drinks root mead? That stuff's stone mead. It's when the beasties either they'll get themselves some nice wee fruits, and they'll steal them away in the little bottles of the of trees, of the boughs of trees or some such. Take it under the caves and they'll store it in little underground nooks and crannies for later. And then they'll either die, or they'll get eaten, or they'll forget about it. And it ferments, and you come back and you got yourselves the finest fire water that ever grace your lips.
If I may be so bold, sir, how exactly does such stuff help in the maintenance of this bridge? To use it as an adhesive of sorts in the mortar?
Well, I got to keep my spirits up somehow when I'm traipsing through this fucking disaster piece.
Excuse you, Rethanir. Couldn't you tell that this man is obviously a bridge connoisseur? I mean, such fine craftsmanship on such a fine bridge, and he wants to wet his whistle, it seems.
How,
I turn and look at the bridge again. Hmm.
Listen, it's not going to win any fucking art pieces, but it'll get you from this side to that side without falling into the frigid waste below.
I kind of, like, take his side and start nodding and, like, shame on you, Rethanir, you fool, kind of playing along with him.
I'm very confused.
Haruki, make a persuasion check.
Deception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? 25?
Oof!
Wait, yeah, 25.
The dwarf is like nodding emphatically next to Haruki, like, aye. See, this here's a man. I said he had a silver tongue before. Here's a man that knows how to use it.
Anyway, so we might not have what did you call it before?
Stone mead.
Stone mead.
3 barrels of it. Casks. 3 casks of it.
See, we might not have 3 casks of it. However, I am a brewer of some sorts from where I come from.
Really? And he starts like twiddling with the side, like pulling or stroking his beard rather excitedly.
That I am. Have you ever experienced tea?
Experience? What the fuck? Is it a fucking show? I've drank lots of shit in my past. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about tea from another world. Otherworldly tea.
And Knorr's he's getting it, he's nodding sagely now.
You gonna offer me tea
Kind of shrug and nod.
instead of mead?
On such cold evenings, wouldn't you prefer to have some hot tea?
Clearly you don't know how mead works there, my boy.
Oh, I do.
How
I could obviously spice up this tea.
is the river like, or is the stream like in a valley, or can we literally just walk to the side of the bridge and just like walk over?
I mean, like, it's like path, break, stream. Like, the path goes onto the bridge
Okay.
itself, and then stream. Like, it's not a valley, no. It's like, you could conceivably just
Swim
walk into
across?
the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, if you felt like you wanted to do that.
Okay, so we're sort of in a rush. So instead of stone mead, how much gold is this gonna cost?
Gold? I got no use for gold out here. You think traders can buy all the time when they go by here? Only people that come and go from here are the fucking nature whizheads up to the north. They don't really travel that much. At least not on my roads.
Okay, Rethi, do you just want to walk across this thing? We don't really have time right now.
If you give
Well-
me 10 minutes.
Yeah, walk across the river. I mean, we're not going to use this bridge.
So you're saying you've come all this way to waste my time, not even pay me any mind or respect or monetary value in mead?
I asked you if you wanted gold.
In mead?
Okay, silver?
Well, we appear to be unable to pay your toll, so we will not use your bridge.
I mean, I was going to offer to brew up some tea and possibly spike it, but
Alright. So you're saying, amidst all your travelers, let's forget the mead at this point, because clearly that is just me having a fantasy, thinking your people were cultured or something.
so that's a no to the tea?
Doesn't look at you. You're saying you've got no alcohol whatsoever 7 stalwart with adventurers, not a drop of hooch among any of you.
Didn't I? Wait, I don't remember. Did I
Check
buy?
I checked my hooch patch.
I actually don't think I have any alcohol on me.
I have eggs.
I have a magical device that can produce an effectively unlimited amount of alcohol, but I never use it because I don't drink.
Wait,
So
what?
no,
Fuck
I have
you
to.
have, Redby.
Oh, and I go into the bag of holding and pull out the alchemy jug.
What?
Yeah, what? What is that?
Mayonnaise.
I'm not sure that it can produce mead. I've never tried, but I've heard that it can produce beer or wine.
It's just a jug. How does it produce anything?
Ah, well,
Magic.
I set it down. Well, first I shake it a little bit.
Wait, hold on a second. Then he puts his ear right up next to it. Do it again. Do it again.
Then I invite him to look in.
What in the name of Moradun's butthole?
That's a first.
I'm not sure that Mordu nor his...
You're telling me there's hooch in this thing?
There can be. If you but speak said hooch's name.
Just
You're welcome to
Stone-
try. See if it
Stone
creates...
mead.
I hand it to him.
Oh, I have to hold the thing.
I think it would work best that way.
Stone mead. Nothing's happening.
Well, perhaps it cannot produce mead. As I said, I do not
You
drink
said-
and
you
I
said-
haven't tried.
You said it does beer, though.
I've heard tell.
Beer. Oh. May we, lassie, will have such nights together. Alright, go use the bridge. Fuck off. Thank you very much. Please don't drown. Please don't fall off the side. I can't swim, so I'm not jumping in there to save you if you do.
don't overdo it there.
He's already.
Oh well.
So no tea?
It's pouring down the side into his beard and everything.
So happy together.
Basically.
Remove.
You just wanted to get rid of it.
I mean...
Nurse is really sad. Well, John's sad.
For all the mayonnaise that he can never have.
For all the big bad evil guys we can't throw it at the head of.
God.
Randy is probably real sad if he ever finds out.
He never needs to know.
Just
It's
haven't
going
watched
in the
this
adventure log.
episode.
God damn it.
Alright, so
Shall we?
you leave the alchemy jug with a extremely happy dwarf, whom you've never learned their name.
That's fair, he was rude.
And smelly.
And you all walk across the bridge. I would like you all to make a general dexterity check, please.
Oh boy. I knew I should have cast Water Walk before we started
Why?
crossing.
It's a high quality bridge. God,
Saving throw or check?
A check. This is not a saving throw. This is just a general check.
the saving throw's
21.
upcoming.
21. 11. Hiroki, what'd you get?
19.
19. Knorr?
Sure.
What'd you get?
7.
I just heard shit, and I was like, that's not a number.
Although...
Okay. So you all take your time to travel across. I'm gonna roll for your 3 companions, just to see in general how they do.
Oh no!
Sounds like somebody's playing in a drink.
We got a natural 20.
Both, actually.
Oh no!
You
Yep,
all,
definitely should have cast Water Walk first. Anyway,
you guys are walking along, kind of taking your time, stepping yourself out, and behind you, Baresh actually, as he goes to step forward, there's a slight creak, and kind of smacks into this back of you, Krenor. Krenor, you kind of go, Dinar, you reach out, grab him. Krenor, you kind of stop as he has like the side of your arm now. Baresh is careening now past you. Valen, out of all people, skips around, grabs onto Krenor. Now is hanging like a personal line. Grabs Baresh by the front of his scale mail breastplate, and Baresh is as Baresh is now like Mufasa'd off to the side, right over the edge. Dinar, make an athletics check.
Athletics.
No, you're being like half strangled by Valen as he's like bleeding out, trying to grab him.
Plus 9, 12.
12. Okay.
oh no.
You're holding there. You're holding strong, but you don't have enough strength to pull him in right now. Rathaner, Haruki, you want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to run over and like grab Dinar's like shoulder and arm and.
Okay, Haruki, what are you doing?
I will assist Dinar.
Okay, well, Dinar's already done his thing, so you can assist her, Rathaner and give him advantage if you want.
Yes.
Okay, so Rathaner, make a athletics check with advantage.
Ooh, 11.
Okay, so
The other one was a natural 1, so.
so it takes some time, and there'd be a very certain dwarf laughing uproariously at all of this if it weren't for the fact that he is
Drunk.
beard deep in a magically producing mug of alcohol.
He's gonna die.
But eventually you guys are all able to, like, kind of like Goonies style, pull everyone back up onto the bridge, and you all collapse in this gigantic heap of scales and skin and armor and weapons.
Let's get off this bridge and never walk across it again.
I mean, how are we to come back then?
I can invoke the divine grace of.
Let's move!
Let's move!
I want that mayonnaise.
Running.
You all kind of walk across, and there's this pained wooden groan. And the bridge itself almost seems to like bend, do like a slow wave as you all like finally get across to the other side, as it relieves the pressure. Kind of settles itself back up.
That's just her not being hungry. It's just her not being hungry.
No, I ate before. No.
Congratulations, you've crossed the stream.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, it was no road.
Yeah, no road.
Yeah, but it's not as good as knocking on a door. I miss doors.
For our return trip, I propose we avoid that distasteful individual and his alcoholism and his poorly constructed bridge and just walk across the water.
Yeah, but he can't get a toll from us from the other side if he's only on one side.
Speaking of which, is there any sign of habitation or life in the little hut on this side?
Do you have to go over?
Yes.
Okay. You walk in. You find, for all intents and purposes, the same individual.
But
What?
Passed out, drunk as a skunk.
is the jug there?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that
Wait.
you can see.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't see anything.
Fuck, I'm a good person.
I just saw Nofjor claw his way with reckless abandon.
Jace?
out of John.
Fuck. I am a
Burst
good...
out of Krenor's chest.
I don't
you
think
know-
I've ever seen like so quickly a character change.
Do you know what,
I'm a good person.
do you know what, yeah, that I just, do you know what good people always say? That they're good people.
What?
You said
Perhaps
fuck, I'm
it
a good
is-
person.
For future reference, if y'all will give me a couple of minutes. I just want to see something. And I'd like to cast as a ritual detect magic.
Okay. What's the range of detect magic?
Within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And
There.
it lasts for up to 10 minutes, so I want to kind of walk around the hut and go back up to the foot of the bridge while
Okay.
it's up.
There is a moderately powerful ping that you get from the hut itself, illusion based.
Oh, I love it.
Anything from the bridge?
Nope.
Hmm.
You get the sense that it's probably just a genuinely shittily constructed bridge.
And from the hut itself, but not from the passed out dwarf, or hard to tell?
It was from within the hut.
Okay, I'll go back over to the... What, did I see this guy, like, in the hut, or...
Yeah, he was like laying on the floor, passed out on the hut.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the hut, and is it coming from dwarf, or from the alchemy jug under something?
It seems to be coming from the source is somewhere central to the hut, around where the body of the dwarf is.
Oh. Something here is not what it seems. But we don't have to come back this way. Do any of you desire to investigate further? I'll take that as a no. Let us go.
Hope that was worth that jar.
I had no use for it.
I feel like a container of unlimited liquid has many a use.
Not entirely unlimited. Why, do you want to get it back?
What do you mean?
Do you want to get it back?
That was a good question.
I mean, he doesn't accept any gold.
Then it seems we have paid the toll for this terrible bridge, and we should never do so again. I think we've spent enough time here.
Alright.
Alright.
Do.
Alright. You press on. About another... I'll say another 3 hours. You can go before you're going to have to probably call it quits for the night. Unless you want to start pushing further along past exhaustion points.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Alright. Dinar, you don't know how close between the bridge and the petrified trees,
Yeah.
the distance between the two, but you do know that is like the next major landmark that you were
Gotcha.
going in the proper direction.
Gotcha.
Okay. You all bed down for the night. For the sake of expediency, again, you seem to be in a much safer area of the Ontook woodlands, not being within them itself as you were when you were traveling through that swamp. It's not as necessarily dangerous all the time. And the thought of whatever could have happened potentially to the Sanctum is more pressing on your mind than potential safety. Nonetheless, you all sleep through the night, Rethanir and Savar, and for the sake of it, keep a general eye out, but don't really seem to notice anything. In the morning...
Except Tiamat coming back to challenge us again, but you know.
This time it's to backgammon.
Oh shit, I'm bad at backgammon.
Most ancient of board games.
Empire checkers.
It's a Vulcan chess. But you press on, you wake up. Dinar, make a survival check
Survival.
to see how well you can remember specifically the direction to go.
A fairly average roll. Survival is negative 9.
Oh no.
9!
So, you guys get up, and you travel off in the direction that Dinar points. You travel. You travel. You travel. Travel about 4 hours. Before one of you asks him, what direction that they should be traveling with. Dinar says north, and you realize you guys have been all traveling northwest.
Yeah, what? Rethy, what's up? Why the sigh?
Rethany looking up at the sky.
You said we should be traveling north?
Yeah, north. That's where we're going.
Slightly.
What do you mean slightly? This way's north.
I might just look at Valen for some help here.
Valen goes, I don't know how to tell you this, Dinar.
Yeah.
We're going northwest.
Yeah, north. That's what it said.
I can't help you.
So do we just go east? Will that help?
Depends on how far we are from the Sanctum. If we are still some distance away, then geometry would dictate we go northeast. If we're pretty close and have overshot it, then we need to go straight east. So where are we?
Do I have a spell to help me?
I know it's been a while.
Let's see. Do you think mastiffs would help? No, mastiffs won't do anything.
What?
What?
Oh shit! Are there any birds around?
Make your perception check.
Damn it! Rethy, are there any birds around?
Do I hear any birds?
15!
15? Don't hear any birds.
Damn it! Are there any other woodland creatures around?
Not that you can notice.
Damn it!
Wait, that's actually weird.
What's up? Damn it. 10. Look, the Sanctum is pretty big. Can someone, like, fly or something and we'll see if it's near here?
Ah, yes, I can fly.
Oh, really? Cool. So can you just go up and check?
Give me a second. Nope, don't see anything.
Maybe if you fly a little bit higher, Kanar.
You have no idea where we are, do you, Dinar?
No, I don't. We
Rest
were
of
on
your
the path.
activity.
And...
As you guys are having this conversation, the two of you off to the left hear a quiet snap of a twig. Immediately erupting from all around you, 4 giant plumes of earth trap you in a perfect 10 by 10 foot cube of solid rock. Before another final closes all of you off.
Earthbenders!
Does this seem familiar to me?
Nope.
Damn! Something it's like an initiation ritual.
Well, not magic that you've ever seen before.
Anything further happen?
1 second.
Are we Star Warsing it?
What does that even mean?
There's a couple moments. It's very hard to hear. You can't quite tell how thick or thin these walls are. But after about a minute passes or so, the inside begins to get warmer.
Okay.
Like, uncomfortably so?
It's
It's going there.
It's getting uncomfortably warm.
Okay, I want...
Dispel
By the
magic.
Oh, I was gonna say that too, but you go ahead.
Okay.
You're goddamn right!
Okay. Does Dispel Magic require you to... let me look it up real quick.
VNS.
Verbal and Somatic.
It's just within range.
120 feet.
Okay. Alright, make a spellcasting ability check.
If I was about to cast it and he told me he was about to cast it, can I give him guidance on that?
Sure.
I do.
Okay. 20.
20. Okay. The warmth grows and then fades. And then the moment passes. All the walls shoot in 5 feet closer in every direction. You guys are all pressed up against each other. You guys are all now like pressed extremely close up to each other as all the walls have now been compressed in.
Can
I cast Dispel Magic on the walls themselves?
I'd say you can potentially target one of the walls.
Okay, I will target one of them.
I'll class Glidance.
Okay.
Okay.
With Glidance?
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. You concentrate and you try to will the Great Judge to aid you in the specific moment, and unfortunately nothing happens.
Well, shit.
Yes?
Can I put my back against one of the walls and just kick a wall as hard as I can?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Strength check! 14.
14. Oh! Oh, that hurt! Oh, that didn't do what you wanted it to do.
Alright, out comes the hammer.
Alright.
Who's out there? What's the meaning of this?
The heat begins to come back.
Can I,
Wait, go ahead.
Can I use my sword if I see Rethi?
You can't see a thing, it's pitch black.
Oh, okay.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, do you do that, or are you calling out who is there?
Who's there?
Okay.
What's the meaning of this? We've done nothing.
Though muddled through the thick stone, you hear a high sylvan voice. Trespassers are not allowed or encouraged.
We're just looking for the Sanctum!
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 17.
17? Okay. Alright, you all, as you shout this out, we're just looking for the Sanctum, as the heat begins to rise, and you all take 14 points of fire damage.
Motherfucker.
Is this a spell?
Nope.
Damn it.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's technically a spell, so yes, you take half damage.
Yeah! Heal 7.
Then the heat doesn't dissipate, but does not continue to rise anymore. And you hear, "How do you know the Sanctum?"
Shit. I don't know if I know names.
I cast Dispel Magic.
make a spellcasting ability check.
Desktop.
God fuck, bitch, tits.
Story. Hold on, I'm opening up the Word document.
That will be 9.
Nothing happens.
I
Dawnfather's gaze is elsewhere in this moment.
do ready
Thea.
my hammer for a strike though, as best
Okay.
I can in the confined space.
You're holding it kind of like a congested like subway goer, like holding onto an
Mhm.
umbrella.
Yep.
I yell it out, Thea.
You up, Thea?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a pause, and then immediately he dissipates. You who speaks,
Yeah.
come close to the wall.
Wait, I thought the wall was all. Did it?
Like,
I think any wall will do.
I'm in by the wall.
oh no, just I'm down here.
Krenor, just go under my leg.
That's your boot.
Ah, that was my shin.
My leg.
I cast light on the head of my warhammer.
Oh, there's this blinding.
Ah!
Rusty,
And-
you know that you need to warn us.
As you say that, there's a slight sound of stone grinding. What about eye level with you, Dinar? You see a pair of bright, round blue eyes piercing, staring at you. All the walls fall back and crumble into earth and dust and stone, and all of you kind of expel in one kind of like flower petally opening, just like blah. As you see standing around you, 7 individuals, all tall, slightly pale blue to darker navy blue skin, thickly padded and furred for the weather, all of them wearing simple, it seems to be armor or patchwork clothing made out of hides and furs and leathers. I paused you, music, you listen to me. They all, varying both male and female, they all stand about as tall as Rethnir and Baresh, if not taller. So taller than most of all of you. Almost like 6.5, 7 feet, 7 feet plus.
So like Krenor's height. When he's on my shoulder.
Sure. 2 of them seem standing there wielding some type of spear. The rest of them are like bringing their arms down as the leader steps forward to you, the female. A very, very lean, cut figure looking at all of you. And who are you that knows the name of our mistress?
I'm Dinar. I sorta kinda used to live here.
Used to. You left our ways? Our
No, I
sanctum?
just wanted to adventure a bit. I mean, look, I got a tree, and I show the little poop stain on my shield.
Right. Slowly lowering my hammer, although do not overly relax my grip upon it.
Look, I lived here for like 5 years. I left for a year just to go see the world. 5?
And how has the world been to you outside of the mother's embrace?
I have been spreading the mother's embrace.
Make a deception check.
Damn it!
Well, it's gonna be one
Deception.
of those days.
18.
All right, it's not gonna be one of those days.
You guys don't remember that. I'm charismatic as fuck.
I don't remember that.
kind of gives you a little bit of an eyebrow raise. You shall see if that is true.
Okay, hold on. No, I can't. Look, I love the mother and all, but like, religion never really got me. You know? But I have been spreading nature's ways. I promise that. That is true. I just don't want to lie.
We will see what the matron watcher thinks of you. Hand your weapons over and follow us.
I can't.
You can.
I-
You will. Or your bones will feed the great cycle that we will all join again one day.
No, I mean, can I just like, can you tie me? I just don't want my sword to, like, you could tie me. I'm okay with being tied. It's my sword. I need it.
Now, are these people you know?
What species are they?
You recognize these as the dominant species that of the
Okay.
Pusol tribe. These are
Okay.
furbolgs.
I mean, I don't know them, but like I know probably their tribe. I trust them. So seriously, can you I can't give my sword. Can you just tie me?
Kind of looks over towards one of the others. They come over, and out of a bag begins pulling a bunch of leather straps.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just hand my stupid mace over.
Okay. Another one comes over, collects their mace, your hammer, your sword, Haruki.
Not the broken
Takes
one,
off.
correct?
Well, you hand over the regular sword, but then reaches for the broken the handle of the broken blade.
I showed that it's just broken.
Holds the hand out still.
I will hand it to him.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
I will hand it to him.
Dinar, you are for all it's like the least sexy corset any of you have ever.
Nah, no, that's fair. Totally worth it.
You are from shoulder to navel completely covered in
Yeah.
straps,
That's worth it.
with your hands bound behind you.
Mhm. What I expected.
Your sword itself is now awkwardly bound to one of your legs.
That's fine.
So
as long
you
as
are
it's
now
with me.
like doing like a stiff leg hobble.
Mhm.
In order for you to not be able, for you or anybody else to be is unable to wrench it out of its sheath. And you all, the leader looks at all of you. Come. You're not as far for us, but for you I fear it might be from the Sanctum. You best keep up or we'll leave you behind and not the way you want to. And sets off at a brisk jog throughout the forest.
Dun, dun.
And as they travel, it's strange but beautiful to watch as these long, lithe individuals seem to just almost glide through the forest, like the bushes and the trees and the boughs, in a for lack of a better term, polite manner, seem to make their passage easier. However, for you all, it is the same exact cold, crisp annoyance that you've been pushing through the past couple hours. You travel for about 7 hours without break, throughout all of the brush and the loam and everything. I would like you all to make Constitution saving throws. This is more just to see how y'all deal with being rushed through as you are.
Fucking old. Holy shit, what's going on?
Yeah, I've rolled like crap. 9.
18.
Okay. Krenor and Dinar, you both suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Yep.
Where?
One of the furblogs comes back and grabs you, Krenor, and he like lifts you up, puts you
Gosh.
down and is like kind of like walking with you and like lifting it and moving you kind of along.
Don't know. Don't know. Let's do our fusion dance. Come here.
The one just says to you, "I will be your partner in whatever dance you speak of. Keep up, small one."
I'm hobbling along.
Could have mentioned that the sanctum you seek to defend is so inhospitable.
No, they're really nice once you get to know them.
You also, by the way, all notice that Baresh is also like.
No, they're super nice once you get to know them, Rathy.
Hmm.
It's just getting to know them that's the tough part.
Were
While
there
we're walking,
perhaps entry protocols that we disregarded?
You guys are saying this as you're being rushed quickly throughout the brush and the loam and everything. Like, you guys have not stopped. You guys are still running as this is happening.
is
Yep.
everything okay? Sanctum!
Yeah, you guys push on for another hour, so this is now 8 straight hours of a hard, quick march. After the 4 hours of traveling in what you thought was the correct direction.
What direction are we going?
Make a perception check.
I
Or
literally
a-
just want. What?
You got make a perception check
I just want to know if we're going northeast or east.
or survival. No, this is survival. Make a survival check.
I'm going to tell you one thing. They are the same number. 12.
12. This is definitively in a more eastern direction. Back
So
toward-
so we went the right amount north. You're welcome.
What can I say?
But eventually, as the night is setting in, the pace slows down some, and you walk into what seems to be a very thickly set, grown grove of large, deciduous trees. Each of the bases of these great plants are about maybe 4 to 5 feet in diameter, and they're grown like almost like into each other, creating this like very natural wall that is in a great blank circle as far as you can see, except for the significant portion not far to the south of where you guys are entering. As you get closer, you see to the south of this giant wall there is a large blackened section.
I think to myself, well, that explains that.
And as you get closer, you can see that the wall itself and the trees are in the process of almost regrowing their way. But it either has just started, it's a much longer process than any of you guys can fathom, or something is making it resistant to that, as there is still a lot of black char, necrosis. It's hard to tell, especially in the dark. But as you get closer, you kind of are pushed past this blackened section of wooden tree wall, and the leader looks to you all and says, "Now we will see if you are to be judged in the manner of which you speak to be true, or if due to you would be the last group that came here trying to seek what was not theirs. Welcome to the Sanctum," and pushes you all through the wooden wall. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Hey!
Hey.
Whoa!
know,
Dashina,
that
your people are
description-
dicks.
Yeah, seriously, fuck these Sanctum guys.
Yeah,
I say
fuck
we kill them
everybody.
all. Like, who
Hold
the
on.
fuck just says, "Hey, how are you? Let's just cook you alive," and like, what
Yeah,
That
fuck
just-
you, Donut.
That description makes a lot of sense.
No, it does not.
No, it does.
Oh, strangers
Very
walking through
much
their woods? They're clearly the evil bastards who fucking
That's
scourged
more
our
than
city
enough
before.
damage to
Let's
like
fuck 'em.
completely incinerate a normal person. So
No, fuck these guys. They're dicks. I say we kill
Yeah,
them all.
fuck this.
Let's
Hey, I
join the
say,
Black Baron
Let's
of the
join
Black
the
Bush.
Black Baron. Yes, thank you. He gets
I
it.
got you.
let's let's almost kill them all, torture them at length,
No,
desecrate
hold
their
on,
bodies,
Hold on. Wait.
Ah.
and then kill them.
Wait.
I just
This
like to point
guy.
out, Sylvarin on my side.
Malik is on board.
I got the bird who poops on people. Thank you very much.
Kaladin is strangely comfortable with it, but he doesn't know why.
Good.
After what they did, Oswald doesn't really care. Let's kill him.
Hey, don't just
But
fucking
only
shove
because they did
people like
that.
Ain't I gotta defeat him?
Alright, so I'd say like 5 minutes. Bathroom.
I do
refresh
need more
drinks,
beer.
I do need more beer.
and we'll be back.
Hey, beer.
I want to make pasta. That's what I want to do. Gil!
I ate already.
Boil the water.
No. Oh, John, we had to clean the oven. Because there's
Wait.
still oil on it.
Dude, why you guys do this without me? Let me handle this shit. That was my fault.
Because we were cooking a frozen pizza, and we were smelling gas, and it was literally leaking.
It was leaking?
Yeah, like the oven racks were dripping.
Oh.
So you weren't here, so we cleaned it.
Oh
And by
my
we, I mean Amy, because I couldn't really clean it. It's hard to do with two people. I just want to get 1.2k more. Damn it, John, you leveled.
God.
I wanted to level before you did.
And I gotta defeat her, baby. The vampire's embrace.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Where are the vampires?
Can you take me higher?
That was sexy, John.
Fuck you. Tired of your bullshit.
You're right. It wasn't sexy.
Thank you. Now Blim knows how to make a man feel good.
Totes?
Dude, vampiric embrace is amazing.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's okay. Fuck you, Gil. You garbage. That's what you are.
Is it a WoW thing?
No.
Ow.
Oh. I feel excluded now.
Perfect. This is exactly what I need you to feel,
Oh.
so that you may join.
What?
What?
What am I joining?
Wow.
Yeah, but apart from that.
The guild?
Yep, no. We've been over this.
Right, but you said you feel left out, which... Ooh.
Yeah. But then you said it wasn't a WoW thing, so now I feel like I'm left out of something else. Were you just lying to me?
No, I rolled with disadvantage there. Yeah, you got me.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hello.
Look,
I don't feel left out anymore.
Guys,
No, you
look,
do.
I didn't
Thank you for
want to. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to lie to my friends.
Yeah, well, your friends just try to fucking kill us.
Friends are dicks.
You need better friends,
Seriously.
and that's
Seriously.
I'm saying that as your party member here.
Yeah.
Have you guys met you?
What is that?
Me, I'm fine.
I mean, I still don't go up to random people I've never met before and just like, okay, well, maybe I do, but still,
Exactly.
I at least ask them how they want themselves done.
What?
Medium rare, please.
I mean, is there anything else to order?
I know.
I do medium.
Ralphie.
Wait, what?
That's
I
what
don't like
fucking
blood.
thought.
I do medium well.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
You're
Wait.
disgusting.
Wait till you hear what Ralphie does. Go.
With
Tell
what?
him, Ralphie.
I eat medium.
No, you
Oh.
don't.
What?
Medium's fine.
Have you reformed your ways?
Yeah, why? What ways are we talking about?
That's not what you used to order.
Order what? Steak?
No, burgers.
Oh, burgers or well?
Well, burgers and steaks are different
Yeah,
stories.
come on.
Burgers.
That's true.
Any place
I-
can make a fucking burger.
I typically order my burgers medium.
No, I got mine.
That's
fucking
fine.
Well,
But he gets as well.
so
I
So,
still
I
understand
will-
that for a burger, as long as it's not for a steak.
No, I'm passing judgment here.
no, you may not pass judgment.
I'm passing judgment.
You can't pass judgment just because I like to eat my fucking burgers well.
I'm
You don't know
fucking
where the
passing
inside of
judgment.
that ground beef was.
Yeah, you don't know whose fucking hands were digging in that ground beef.
Yeah, it was fucking the guy in the back spitting on it, and he's enhancing flavors.
Or the floor of a slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
Or,
like shit. Come on, my guy.
All right, so I'll fucking put some soap on it, and it'll be fine.
That's not even how that works.
depends on the
Your
soap, I
mother,
guess,
Trebek.
but there's a lot of valid points being made right now.
Especially mine.
Well,
Some more valid than others.
some significantly more valid than others.
So I've rolled about 4 3s so far.
Yeah, well, that'll teach you to try to save these dicks who are your
These
friends.
nuts.
Way.
Hold on. In my persuasion check, I've been fine.
Yeah, after they unprovoked shut us in a fiery death hole.
Yeah, you're welcome. I saved you.
Yeah, I guess, but
Like,
still.
what a mean way to say hello. Fuck those guys. I
Right? They couldn't
I
say, like,
really,
turn
really
around,
don't like
you're
them.
trespassing.
Yeah, they
first?
couldn't have been
Guys.
like, hey, warning.
Guys, do you not see what the fuck just happened to their sanctum?
I'm sorry,
No.
but does that mean
I
that you can
don't.
just assume that anybody who's traveling in the area is a fucking bad guy? No, that's why you have to stop and
Especially
engage.
if one of the people,
Hold
like,
on.
That's
live there.
That's like trope
Hold on.
1 of being a good guy.
I would just like to point out,
They don't send their best.
I am allowed to be defending them because who the fuck was which one of us were the townsfolk being racist towards the last town we were at?
I don't see how that justifies anything.
Yeah, I don't. That's still not like you still don't say, "Hey, excuse me, good sir, where are you going?" Is what you ask when somebody's
Or
trespassing.
even,
You don't
yo,
just
where
shoot
the fuck
them.
do you think you're going?
I'm so happy I showed back up at this time.
Fuck you.
Jesus,
Whose
fuck
yard
those
do you even
guys.
think you're on?
Yeah, like you could be a dick about it, but you just engage in conversation. You know, just like, oh well, here's the chainsaw.
I didn't realize we'd already addressed a chainsaw, but alright.
That was
Is
the,
that, what, is that what the kids call it?
That was the next spell.
that was the next spell. It was after produce flame and everything. It was going to be a summon the chainsaw.
That's my
Awesome.
second least favorite spell.
ASMR chainsaw?
Yeah, that's my least favorite spell. Oh wait, on this character, yeah, it's my least favorite because it cuts trees. On Oswald, it's not my least favorite.
He's like, I want one myself.
Tell me more about this device.
Wait, can you spiritual weapon me a chainsaw and I use it?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I don't think that's how spiritual weapons work.
I know in Dahlon's closet they did it for that one thing, which was
Yeah.
cool enough.
I was trying to say it, but in a way where whoever didn't see it wouldn't understand it.
And I haven't yet, so shut up.
Shut
I'll
the
just-
fuck up.
I'll just say this: you're not a 20th level cleric casting it.
I know.
Breathy, let's get you 20th level.
Working on it here.
But nobody else. We all give
don't-
all of our levels to Rethan here.
We don't have another one.
I mean, if you think of like the archetypal D&D adventuring party, which is the Fellowship of the Ring, there was a huge level disparity between some of those people.
You mean at the 20th level wizard and
The 20th level wizards, like the 15th level fighters, and then the first level whatever the fuck the hobbits are.
You mean the civilians?
Yeah,
They're just halflings. They don't even have a class yet.
they're just like basic commoners.
I think I probably
Job's
put them
done.
probably put them in rangers by the time they get to like, Mordor.
Yeah, maybe
Like
like
the black, like I'm saying like the Black Gate.
Yeah. By the time like Mary and Pippin are fighting at the Black Gate, they're maybe like 5th level fighters or something.
I don't know.
Same as multi-classed bard fighter. Because there's some good in the world, Frodo, Mr. Frodo.
But yeah, Gandalf's like a 20th level wizard, and Aragorn is like a level 15 ranger, and Legolas and Gimli are both like level 10 fighters.
I'd argue
Boromir's probably also like a level 10 fighter.
I'd argue that Gandalf is like he somehow has enough epic boons stored up that he has cleric powers as well.
Oh, he could be a Theurgy wizard.
Could be a Theurgy wizard.
A thirsty Jewish wizard?
Yes.
Anyway.
All right. And with that,
Oh,
Oh, well, that got on this.
that's never good fucking music.
Dun dun dun.
you were all pushed right up into the wall, and you expect to feel the hard substance of tree and bark meet you, which is what you feel. But instead of the hard impact, you all watch as the other members of your party are quite literally pushed and melded through the trees. The trees themselves begin to like partition and break and grow apart ever so slightly as you were all perfectly almost slid through sections of each of them. The trees kind of form this more legitimate orifice for the Friblogs to walk through, and then the moment the last Friblog is flew, it snaps all back to place.
Cool.
Actually, I have a different picture for this.
Oh shit.
I made some of this stuff such a long time ago, I forget.
Oh shit! Here it goes.
There it is. I can do laundry tomorrow in the morning.
Oh fuck! I have laundry. Fuck.
I told you that your wash was done.
Wednesday might work a bit better if you can wait till then. Tomorrow is not my day off, no. You are led through on the other side of this natural tree wood wall, winding paths and natural gardens that weave in and out and around in a very calm but random pattern. The temperature on this side of the wooden wall is much more temperate and comfortable than on the other side. You see many of the furblogs immediately begin to shed some of their outer furs and layers, behind leaving what seems to be simple tunics and robes stained green, blue, red, white, and gold. The omnipresent true DM of the multiverse steps into frame.
My God. It's
Gets carried into frame.
beautiful.
He's over it. You are led through as other younger furblogs are running through back and forth, catching your eye. Actually, no, this is late at night, so they're not awake. You
Except
see
for the naughty ones.
in the distance faint glows of what you can either imagine to be some sort of light from buildings. there is a small glow to the area, like a pleasant moonlight bathes everything. Although there was no moon out when you entered. And as you look up, you don't see a moon in the sky. But there is this very, very pleasant, calming moonlight. Dinar, all of this is very familiar to you. What is not familiar, however, is that wall was not up at all times. That opening that the Furblogs walked through was much more permanent when you were there, than not just kind of open and close. As you get closer, you eventually see what you assume to be the main sanctum of this space. An alabaster white building made of stone, propped up and held almost like it by many, many great tree roots, almost like they're growing into and out of the building itself. A beautiful piece of what one might assume to be elven-inspired architecture, but much older and a bit more tribal, simplistic. It's tough to kind of really place it. Seeing this Dinar rushes back a well of memories of your first time here, your wounds healing, Kirkad coming to call for the very, very first time to see how you were, bringing by the other members that you would put together for your first adventuring group. You are being led into the very central chamber of this building, as you were led very, very quickly in to an opening. What seems to be almost the building itself, as you get closer, is much, much larger than you assumed. And the boughs itself of these great roots are almost holding it aloft about maybe 10-15 feet off the ground. And there's a small tunnel, medium-sized tunnel underneath, faintly lit by torches that you are brought into for about maybe 20-25 feet before they begin to ascend in a simple spiraling staircase that goes up. You are brought up into a very elegantly plain room where in the center is a pure white yew tree. Although it would be pure white, but for the scouring of obsidian black along a quarter of the branches and down one side of the boughs down into the trunk.
This is the same tree that I saw.
Yes.
And at that point, I sort of get taken aback, and I'm just staring at the black marks.
No, this is the sacred Yidel spirit tree.
Yeah.
Sitting beyond, along this floor of rough, beaten earth, with moss growing intermittently throughout, and then carpeting it almost. Across this tree, sitting in a simple wooden throne, almost kind of grown and carved out of a tree that had been showing off quite at the top, is a large, muscular female furblog, sitting there, dressed in thick furs, almost like M'Baku from Black Panther, but without the gorilla aesthetic. It sits there holding a large, thick, heavy staff. The leader of the party that brings you in there does this a deep bow. Bowbreaker Ether, we bring forth to you here trespassers at the edge of our domain, who seem to know your name. We have brought them here For you, in the wisdom of the mother, might expunge upon them their feet. Kind of, you all get like roughly pushed forward. Dinar, you kind of like stumble a little bit. The serious-faced, large, serious-faced Verbog looks down upon all of you. And upon eyes lock on Dinar. And a big old warm smile just breaks across her face. I had no idea that I would see you again.
Of course, you're the best. I love you.
Wait, what?
Oh, you don't see it, Breezy has his headset off.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry. Can you give me like another 5 minutes or so?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, I could get my
Yeah, take your
laundry.
Yay, laundry.
As her cat runs in.
You can put it in the dryer.
So, how's everybody doing?
John, are you making pasta?
Make
you
your
not?
pasta.
Whoa. Easy there.
Sorry. Did I overstep some bounds?
Yeah, I mean, not entirely unwelcome, but just...
Sorry.
You
my bad.
guys were worried. I got connections, yo.
Yo, your connections almost fucking killed us.
That's because this guy's new. He doesn't know shit.
Your connections did 1/6 of my health.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well. You know.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I only took 7 points of damage. I'm good.
Like a fifth of mine, so,
Yeah, so fucking tell your fucking connections to fuck off.
bitch.
No, Haruki would never say that.
No, but he's about to fucking tell this bitch-ass bitch that some's bitch and not bitch.
What the fuck?
A lot of profanity will be used, you had best believe it.
Yeah, I do.
Who the fuck does that? Excuse me, sorry, we're trespassing here. Oh, nope, time to die. What the fuck?
I would just like to point out, they were never that, like...
Uh-huh.
They
I'm
literally
sure.
put you in a fucking box and decided to burn you alive.
They just got attacked.
If you didn't say anything, we would have burned alive and died.
I'm sure you would have found a way out.
No.
Maybe.
This is fun for me. My two groups
I'm
of
glad it's
friends
fun
get
for
to meet.
you.
Two of my groups of friends.
And they get to yell and fight. It's gonna be great.
Now I just gotta bring my family here, and then all my friends can meet each other.
Nope.
Because I... Oh wait, no! I'm friends with the Black Dragonborn!
So that's supposed to be like...
Racist?
No, I'm saying not all of my friends are here.
Oh.
I have more friends than just you guys and my family.
Are you sure about
I'm not
that?
a nerd. Jeez.
I mean...
Hey,
You're
John.
kind of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
What?
Gil, I think you lost this one.
I have 90 now. See, aren't you happy that I gave you a discount? John, you want to see something?
He's still doing his laundry.
I know.
God damn it! You live in close proximity!
What are you doing?
What? What do you mean, what am I doing?
What
Sorry about it.
No, I want to know. I want to join.
Oh, well, if you want to come play Wingspan, you're welcome to.
Are you playing single player?
I'm just setting up.
Ah, man, I want to. Just don't do it on a weeknight.
You can play single-player Wingspan?
You can.
Why?
You can.
Why? Because I don't have people over to play Wingspan, and I want to play Wingspan.
Oh.
And there's a pretty good solo mode.
I want to join you.
Well. Look at
Well, then get your ass over here.
I can.
Well...
I'm waking up in approximately 8 hours.
And... I don't see the problem here.
You know. Duff.
What?
I'm just saying stuff.
Oh, so you are.
By the way, this entire time I am in just a leather corset.
Sorry.
It's slightly attractive, I
Um,
assume.
there was a cat crisis.
Is Kitty okay?
Uh-huh.
Are humans okay?
Eh, he was biting her.
Did she
He
bite
was-
back?
Yeah.
Sounds like a cat.
No, he was just bored. He didn't get played with today, so I took the lazy porter and did a couple laps. And now he's like laying with his like back feet just splayed out.
I blame John.
It is his fault.
Anyway, to jump right back in. Dinar, I never thought I would see you around here again so soon.
Yeah. I had a feeling I should come.
I think I could use more of those feelings. Why are you... Why is he... One of
Yeah. Yeah.
the Furbog leader from before, like, awkwardly and quickly, like, runs over and, like, quickly begins to, like, unstrapping and 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 unstrapping. It takes a minute.
Yeah, it looks like we got here in time. Is everyone okay?
Her expression darkens a little bit. I wish I could say that you were coming at a bright and prosperous change of seasons. But dark have been our dreams and our days of late. I take it you noticed the tree on your way in.
Yeah, I did.
Something terrible happened. Something the mother did not warn us about. But if it was, hid its gaze from her.
Do you know what did it? Was it a person?
It was many people. Or people. Abominations. Strange creatures. Ashen-skinned, unnatural movement. Amorphous forms that seemed to grow out of the very ichor that was spilt upon the ground. And one...
Black blood.
Some, yes. It was a chaotic night, if you excuse me, Sir Elf, of not recalling all the information. And you are?
I apologize for my interjection. I'm Rethenir Horsley Mulgunthar, cleric of Kellenborg, and companion to Dinar.
You've walked with this one for a while, yes?
Out of everyone here, I've walked with him the longest. He's good people. I trust him.
Trust from Dinar is a long thing to speak of. No, it was a chaotic night. We lost many children of the mother that day. They came out of nowhere. Around, above, beneath. All to... don't know their exact goal. But their leader was able to steal one of our relics. Before scouring the tree and leaving with the rest of his band of darkness. I almost am afraid to ask, do you know anything about this, given the relic that they took?
What relic was it?
When you came to us the second time, alone, bearing bleak news. The fate of your friends in those caves. I received a vision from the Wild Mother that night. A vision of a bright bulwark. An item to be used that would help banish the darkness around them. She showed me that this would be for you when you were grown and ready to walk truly your natural path. I asked these questions to Nar because the relic they stole was the one we made for you when you were ready. So I'll ask again, do you know anything that would help answer why we were assailed in the night while we slept?
Can I perceive how he's looking at Donar? Like he's like, does he think he betrayed him or something?
It's a she.
She, sorry.
Make an insight check.
That would be 17.
17. Hard to tell. The warmth of her voice is still there, but the eyes have narrowed.
Okay.
Look, all I know is what happened last time with Thamior, and
With who?
I thought I told you. The one who killed everyone. The leader.
You rambled many things that night, child. It was tough to put it all together.
Yeah, their leader, I don't even know what he is, but his name was Thamior. Is Thamior. Breathy, what was the thing that they called him?
The Baron of the Black Blood.
That one. We had just finished to the west in a town, and we were gonna head back to Andor, and I received a dream of the tree.
How long ago was this dream?
Month ago? Around a month and a half ago?
We were attacked roughly a month ago.
We came here as quickly as we could, but I haven't tried going through the woodlands, and there was a dragon there. So, don't do that.
Describe to me this dragon.
He was black and old.
I look at myself.
He
Thea also gives like a side eye over to Krenor.
I don't. He burned my shields with acid. He liked to stay in the water. Did we ever get a name or anything, guys?
Lost the diver.
No,
He pulled me under the water, but Rethi's spell saved me.
I put in an effort.
Krenor
That-
saved me too.
And this dragon had gained some manner of dominion over some stretch of the woodland.
Yeah, I don't. He sort of just attacked us, and we sort of ran, and Haruki almost died, but he saved us. Oh, this old man saved us.
You saved them from a dragon. Roughly 4-10 days to the east of here, where the swamp meets the woods.
Wait, is she looking at me?
She's talking to all of you, but she's looking at
Oh.
you.
I mean, I think distracted the dragon was more accurate.
No need to be overly modest. You did say this.
She sits back in her chair a little bit, kind of leaning on her staff.
But yeah, we came here as quickly as we could.
And indeed, the lucky group you are to have emerged unscathed with Skazir, the caustic cord.
At
Boy.
Skazir the Caustic. Okay.
Boy.
He is a mighty thorn in the woodland side. He runs a slaver band into the civilized parts of Dnath, but the big open area is what is called by the humans and elves of that way. We have been unsuccessful in exacting the mother's wrath on him. He is intelligent, cruel. I am as surprised to see you on my doorstep as to hear that you have encountered him and are not either dead or in chains yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Mayhaps the mother watched over you in that moment as well.
did I see what Haruki's sword did? I don't remember if I saw it.
You all saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I mean, his sword shot water, which saved us.
Excuse me.
It is a tale that requires some time to tell properly.
You will all be allowed to rest in a moment, and perhaps we will be greatly interested in hearing the travels of our young Dinar after he left the mother's embrace here among the
I
Sanctum.
look at Rethi and give him side eye.
See, you're cool.
But I must implore upon you, my little Dinar. There is nothing else you could tell us about the Themior. This
All I know is when we were coming from my village, there was a wizard who led the giants south, and he was working for him. And when we killed the wizard, he told us that they were done with the Sanctum. They had no more use for it.
My dear Dinar, whatever this individual is clearly has some sort of intent or motive for you. As I said, this relic we made was stolen by individuals who were not normal.
If he's threatening the Sanctum. And I just stare at her without a smile or anything.
Do you know where this Themior is?
I know he's in the mountains. I guess, what, southeast of here somewhere?
We have some leads that we were able to glean from his servants that we overcame. And I have some divinely granted insight into this Thamior's past, if you would like to hear it.
I would be extremely eager. But in the morning, it is late. You all look exhausted. And I believe I can continue to trust you, Dinar. However long you walked, I don't believe the mother's sight or embrace ever truly left you, whether you wanted or knew it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, while we sleep, I think you'll enjoy this guy, and I point at Sylvarin.
Svarin is just like, like if a look could say, "Why is this so fancy?"
And it can.
Thea gives a little smile. It's always good to hear from our brethren out to the west. I'm sure there's much we can discuss.
Oh no, Fred.
Fred was Valen, John.
Oh yeah.
Awkward.
No, Fred was the tree that
Sylvarin
grew up in.
No,
Aw,
Fred was
shit.
for Valen.
That's true. It's all connected.
I know it is. That's how
It makes sense.
yeah.
Everything makes sense now.
Well, I'm sure there is much we can learn and retell to each other in the morning. Annaleth, the leader, perks up from the before. If you could show our new guests to their quarters, please. They will be staying as honored guests of the Bowbreaker.
Guess we're not in the oven then.
Of course, Bowbreaker. It will be done. Are you sure? Yes. I know Dndnar. His heart was always unabashedly pure, no matter how much that hindered him. I would trust the people that he brings with him. Let them rest. She kind of awkwardly nods and bows and kind of looks at you all and is like, "No, follow me." Leads you up actually higher into the sanctum itself. And kind of further back, and as you can see, it's this like, again, beautiful harmonious connection between natural wrought stone with boughs and branches and roots that seem to grow with ease and tunnel their way in and out of this natural rock that then slowly fades into this pure alabaster white of the sanctum itself as you travel in through. It's beautiful and serene and confusing all at the same time. But eventually you are led to a set of a large common room area that is set off to the side. There are a plethora of moss-covered rocks, rough-hewn blankets. There is a small steaming pit of water. It's about maybe 2 feet deep. That is slowly giving off steam and warming the room. There are small inset, what look to be lamps that are burning or are that give off this like faint, ever so faint, luminous glow set off into the sides, and a couple small naturally slitted windows that are off on the right-hand side.
The windows are trapped!
Overall, it looks like quite a comfortable space. Not in terms of, it's about as rustic as what you guys have been sleeping on for the past couple days, but it's inside, it's warm, and moss seems much more preferable to dried cracked leaves and bare rock.
Snow Donna's village.
It's true.
It is no Dndnar's village.
Have they returned our things?
Yes, before you were led out of the main sanctum hall, all of your belongings were returned to you. Furuki, both your broken and full sword are returned. Shields and swords and hammers and maces are all given back to those. Crossbows.
Same here.
You guys are suckers. Should have just gotten tied up.
No, thank you.
That's a different type of saving throw, Dndnar. you all sleep through the night deeply, unabashedly. It is a deep, deep, comforting sleep.
I'm exhausted.
Dinar.
Yeah.
You open your eyes and you're in the sanctum, and none of your friends are around you. You stand up in your armor by yourself.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Am I in the room, in my room, or?
Yeah, you're in the room you went to bed. You went to sleep in.
Okay, I'll, I guess, walk out.
Okay. You walk out, and you are immediately in the main sanctum hall.
Like where I just was talking to Thea.
Yes.
Okay.
No Thea. Instead, you see the tree haloed in luminous, beautiful sunlight shining down. Still scored and scoured, the blackened mark extremely apparent to the white yew boughs and branches. It's this terrible contrast, made all the more present by the sunlight shining down on it.
I'm gonna walk up to the tree.
There's almost like a faint sparkle as the light catches various bits and pieces of dust motes and dirt that float through.
I'm gonna put my hand on the tree.
Okay. Put your hand on the tree. And there's a brilliant white flash of light. And before you stands a woman. Garnered in simple clothes, almost seem to be made out of leaves and grasses and vines that have all been stitched together. Bright autumn auburn red hair that seems to flow and kind of move all on its own in a very slow pattern that goes down past her shoulders and waist down to her hips. And she looks and stands you there. With the warm, motherly smile and expression creeps and creases across her face, smile lines ever present across her cheeks and crow eyes. She looks at you with this smile. I knew you'd return home. You have a hard road ahead of you. But it is good to have you back even for now. Will you continue, whether you say to or not? Adhere to the vows I set upon you 5 years ago.
Yeah. Of course.
I just always like to check. You don't check in as much as the others do.
Yeah. But you know me.
I do. Which is why I do not worry. But keep hope in your heart. And strike down those who think they can do this. To those who walk in our embrace. And her features get very hard and dark for but a moment. For they stand in everything that is in opposition of me and mine. And this will not last. I believe you have some stake in this fight as well.
Yeah.
Corvalon, the name of the unholy monstrosity that stole the relic I so lovingly crafted for you. Seek him out. He was once a man and is now something far more nefarious in the service of this Baron.
I will.
Good.
And if I can, I'll take out the Baron as well.
You are ambitious. You are brave. You are full of passion and youth. These are all good qualities to have. But it is always good to temper that with the experience of those around you as well. And she reaches forward and she lays a hand upon your cheek and caresses it down ever so lovingly. And as her fingers leave your chin, your eyes snap open, and you are back in your room. Subtle snoring of Krenor to your side. The passive, cross-legged sitting stance of Rethanir in a half-trance. Haruki, bundled up as awkwardly as he could, is like up against between like a moss rock and has seemed to like tried to pull some of the moss over as a blanket, and it worked. And he's trying to not understand how it worked. But your eyelids become heavy once again as you easily drift back off to sleep to the happily humid air inside this chamber. And as you do, you hear one more time the voice just say, "I'll be watching if you ever need." And you pass back out into peaceful sleep. The morning comes, you all awaken into consciousness. Rethanir, you would have noticed this as you traditionally take the earlier shift and spend the earlier morning awake. As what you would have assumed to be more of the daylight hour approach, those soft luminous lights that have been glowing both in your room and have been shining very faintly from outside from the narrow slitted windows has slowly been brightening and changing to what would be natural sunlight.
Smart lights. I didn't realize they had them outside of the Empire.
Clap, clap.
It's amazing how similar the divine and the arcane walk hand in hand when they don't really intend to. But you all are awakened to the soft warmth of sunlight on your skin. The day is yours.
Hey guys.
Yes.
So I had a dream. Actually, let's just go back to the main sanctum. I want to tell everyone about this.
Can I at least brush my teeth first?
I don't know what that means, so sure.
Oh dear. Wait, do you... never mind.
So you those of you who wish to wash yourselves, you open the door to see there is a small package of food that has been laid out for you guys. So you guys all break fast. It's a delightful assortment of breads and cheeses and berries and nuts and fruits. No dried meats or anything like that, but
oh, good.
hearty food that could also arguably translate as good travel food as well. Um, but you eventually are able to flag down one of the furblogs as you wander through these kind of wandering, winding hallways. You eventually find a furblog that you recognize from the night before that accosted you and request to an audience with Bowbreaker Thea, and takes some time. Takes about maybe 20 minutes or so before she's the same person. She tells you, he tells you go wait in your room. I'll come get you. Or he's like, you know what, just wait outside. I'll come grab you. And as you do, you kind of watch the rest of the Idol Sanctum kind of wake up and go about their business. For the most part, it is furblogs of these same kind of like bluish, whitish, dark blue, navy blue skin tones of varying levels. An interesting thing to note is that there are a handful of humans and halflings and half-elves that also seem to be a part of
Really?
the the abode.
How many? So how many like humanoids are there in this place?
I'd say you look around and you gather that there's somewhere between 1 and 300.
What? What the hell?
But they're all stacked on top of each other, so they're very space efficient.
Yeah, that's true. I can vouch for that.
I mean,
Damn.
if you inquire with Dinar, he would probably let. Dinar, would you let him know anything, or?
Just tell him whatever he asked. Assuming I actually knew the answer.
Most of the permanent residents are furblogs. They belong to the Pusol tribe, who are the ancestral guardians of the Idol Sanctum. Many of the other humanoid individuals that are non-furblog, those that take up permanent residence there, it's very rare, and are usually devout followers of Malor, the Wild Mother, which is why they're allowed to stay, and they perform more ancillary acolyte-esque duties. Those who do not specifically subscribe to the Wild Mother and are not a member of the Pusol tribe are generally encouraged to not stay long. Even well before this attack had made them more paranoid and vicious to a certain extent. It would be quite often, and Dinar would know this, for hurt merchants or wandering travelers that have become lost or starved or just waylaid to be taken in by the Sanctum, nursed back to health, and then happily sent on their way. A few of the few that have decided to devote themselves to the Wild Mother have stayed, and those are many of the non-furblog that you see around you. So that.
Damn.
How long could you spend here, Dinar?
I don't know. 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere up there.
And you said to them that you left to go adventuring. Why did you leave? Truly.
I don't know. Look, like, you know I'm not that religious.
I don't mean to
No.
pass judgment upon you. I'm just
No,
wondering.
I know. I'm just saying, and I love this place, but I feel like the Sanctum and I want the same things, but in different ways. And as much as I love it, and this really is my second home, and I think you know I'm going to come to defend it whenever I can, I just felt like I had a calling outside of staying here.
This I can understand.
Yeah, that was, what, a year ago? It was a little bit before I met you guys.
I understand the desire to protect that which is holy. But sometimes you must leave it to protect it best.
This is what I want to tell everyone, but, I had a weird dream last night. Normally my dreams are just feelings. This wasn't a feeling. I don't know, I feel like we should wait for, Thea.
If you're going to tell her anyway, we don't need to hear it twice unless there's something you don't want her to hear.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm gonna tell everything.
By all means, don't let my absence keep you. And you kind of look up, seeing sitting on like a little overpass, large tree trunk-like legs dangling over a little awning, looking down at all of you. Large staff just kind of casually held behind her shoulders. You see the thick, muscular form of Bowbreaker Thea.
Bowbreaker.
You were just getting to the interesting part, Dinar. Please don't stop now.
It's like
Yeah,
a
so-
Cheshire cat.
So I went to sleep. And normally what happens is like what happened when we were in Frostfollow?
That's the name of the town. The bigger
I just-
one, yes.
No, I honestly couldn't remember if that was it or if Frosthollow is where the dream happened.
It was Frostfallow, you were right.
Okay. I do remember the names of the towns.
The big bad's gonna be named like Tallow Man or something.
Frost Flow.
Yeah, when we were there, I got a dream and it was just a dream of the tree and I felt like I needed to come here, but yesterday I went to sleep and I woke up. Except no one else was there. So I walked out of the room and I ended up in the big room with the tree. And I touched it. And I think the mother showed herself to me. It doesn't really happen. And yeah, she told me to not be too ambitious and to temper my experience with some of that experience. But I do remember she said that Corvalon stole the relic. And my mission is to kill him and get it back. And I told her that I'm going to get Thamior too. And that was when she said the experience thing that I don't really remember. But I think the gist of it was do it if I can, but if not, get the relic and come back and prepare for another assault. Or something like that.
Just a big smile on Thea's mouth as she's looks down at you. I think she was saying to trust your friends, Dinar.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
That's why I have this job.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Thought it was the health benefits.
The dental plan.
What's that?
Well, little gnome, there are plenty of those as well, but I see you walk a different path.
You see right through me.
She just kind of gestures to her sitting above you form.
I gesture to my bling.
You've attracted quite the eclectic, divinely inspired troupe.
Yeah, we actually met in jail.
To be clear, we met him in jail.
Yeah,
all.
no, I knew Rethia already. Rethia I met going drinking.
And we were only in jail because we slew the wicked Lord of Andor to
Yeah,
die.
we killed the king of Andor.
There was no soap.
Is Andor one of these people cities?
Yes.
Hmm. Then they are complicated
It
and
is
outside my interest.
so big. Oh wait, no, hold on. Wait, before I forget. She did say that Corvalon used
Sorry,
to
Gil.
be human. But now he's not.
If that's the name of the entity that stole the Heartwood from us, then no, it is no longer human.
Well,
It's
Do you think he-
towering, viscous form at points. Terrible reddish hue, gaping, mauve, unnaturally ridiculous proportions.
I didn't see that you actually spelled it.
Can you describe its abilities? Can it take the of a man and change into this?
This one was no shape changer, no, but it and some of its blackish ilk could squeeze in throughout the stones as if they were nothing between the cracks, despite the size of this terrible creature.
Hey,
It-
John.
Troubling.
While some of its followers, some of the ashen-skinned individuals that came to the aid of this abomination, those that came of corpulent form, lashed out with claw and blade and bite and other of more manly defenses that we are used to dealing with. This entity laid about with both its unnatural form and some perverse arcane power. Which is why it was able to slay those that guarded the Heartwood and make off with it before we could truly understand what was happening. It was a coordinated attack unlike anything that the Sanctum has ever had to deal with before. I should apologize for how you were treated, but as of the wounds of that assault have not yet fully healed, and very little precautions on our end can be made. So, be happy I wasn't the one to find you. Gives a little grin.
Oh,
Do you guys think that we'll be able to get Corvalon without fighting Thamur?
you say the Wild Mother herself offered you guidance on this matter.
She just said to seek him out. Look, we've never had I mean, we've always been, buddy-buddy, but we've never had a, hey, go over there type thing.
Well, now you have. I suggest you heed.
Yeah, I don't know how to start. I guess we'll go to the caves and look. Stealth isn't really our strong suit. Like, even I know that.
Well, while our relationships with the Divine are certainly different, I'm sure that she has empowered you and trusts you to follow her guidance as is necessary.
So now you have been chosen. That much is very clear.
No, she just asked me to come back. That's all I did.
Come on. How often does she ask?
I mean, never, and like never from me, but I mean, people here get dreams all the time. I bet.
Have a little self-confidence. You did it this time, so you're up for the job. She knows it.
Oh no! I know I could do the job. I don't think that she chose me. Chosen so. Oh,
Clearly she did.
dang! You guys know what you're talking about.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
I love from my perspective, by the way, on the cameras, because both Krenor and Rethanir are white on the left and right of Dinar, who's in the middle.
Palor Angel, Calibor Angel.
That's essentially.
But right now we're saying basically the same thing. So.
Yeah, I know. That's why they're both angels. No, look, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it, but you know.
Thea stands up and kind of sets a large hand on your shoulder, Dinar. Trust in Malor. Trust in your friends. Whatever guidance has been given to you has gotten you this far. I doubt it will just dry up. I'm sure you all have plenty of tricks up your sleeve. But do this. Do this for her. Do this for us. You will have moved a long, long way in our eyes as well as hers. All
Just
of
so
you.
we're sorry.
No, that's it. Please, little Dinar, go ahead.
Just so we're clear, I'm not doing this to move up in your eyes. You know that.
It's a figure of speech, Dinar.
Oh. Look, I just want to make the Sanctum back to how it was. So.
I know.
Okay.
I know your and I's opinions never quite met, but I appreciated that about you. As young as you were and as young as you are now. I'm encouraging you, you little idiot. Kind of knocks you on the head with her staff.
Ow!
Donk. It's dense.
Ow!
Like his head.
So, Corvalon. Do we have any leads as to where he's went?
I'm guessing the way we were going.
Perhaps we should not just assume. We could ask. Bowbreaker, do you know this where this entity might have gone?
I'm sorry, were you asking the character? I couldn't really hear what you were
Oh
saying.
yeah, I said I was asking Bowbreaker if she had any idea.
I didn't know the name of any of the assailants to our Sanctum. Corvalon is a name that is unfamiliar to me, and to be completely honest, the names of many of the civilized places around here matter little to us. This forest is our home. The Sanctum is our home.
Do you know how
So-
they left?
She points to the giant, charred, blackened mark on to the wall.
So that was not the entry point.
No, some of they quite literally melted out of a nightmare to them. We haven't been able to figure out how they got in. I assume those of them that could squeeze themselves through cracks did just that.
Could somebody remind me, was it... Did the orcs say that the Thamior was in the cave?
Didn't specifically say Thamior was.
But just coaxed us to go to this cave?
Yeah. That its home base was there. But
My concern is that we might be heading to the bigger fish, as opposed to the little fish.
well, if there's a significant amount of incense to be found in this place, Lord Kellamvor and Melora a common purpose in the destruction of this evil, I believe. I, too, have been tasked with destroying it, although perhaps for different reasons. Perhaps he can show us the right way.
Well, if it's incense you need, that is a thing that we are able to provide in an abundance. For a donation.
Of course.
She essentially offers you the required incense at a 50% discount.
Okay. Well, I'ma just stock up then.
Can I get 2,000 gold worth?
Without
All the incense
blinking
in the world.
without blinking an eye, a veritable treasure chest of incense is brought up for you.
No, let me figure out how much I actually want to buy. The conversation can continue while I do that. Or not, whatever.
We did. The Heartwood was a unique item, Dinar. Its final form had not yet been decided when it was stolen from us. I feel like that last step was left for you.
What does that even mean?
We crafted it, we made it by the vision that Melora gave us.
Oh,
But as you know, all things in nature, not all things are rigid and strict.
that's fair.
Some are malleable and move and grow and change form and evolve. And its form was not yet complete when it was stolen.
What did it look like when it was stolen, just so that at least we know something to look for?
A seed
Okay.
of iron-hard wooden exterior and a bright, sun-filled center. Provides, I misspelled.
Okay.
Without an issue, she provides that.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep. Thank
Have
you.
we talked about Melora before?
Just come up a couple times. She, from your perspective, her name would have come up once or twice in Trostalo, but you wouldn't really have put any connection to it. There was a priest running the bow and arrow game that
Mhm.
Valen did.
Of Melora.
Melora, she was a priest to Melora. Sylvarin has spoken of her once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how much you've been paying attention to conversation, you know that the Aunt-Tilk woodlands have a pretty significant influence of her.
Gotcha.
It's a place of significant influence of her.
I hate to overstep my bounds here, but in context, what is Melora to Eldith? Or vice versa?
Her of the Quiet Waters, that's a name I have not heard in quite some time. They are. Well, they both oppose evil in all its forms. They both stand for a world that is full of hope and good. I don't know much about Eldith. I know that our mother prefers a much more proactive role in what she sees as right and wrong. She, after all, came here after the Prime Gods and has spent probably the most time outside of the Platinum Dragon physically walking onto this art plane.
Ah, I see. Has no idea what she's talking about. Anywho, so shall we seek out this cave or should we find some other means of finding this? Is it Corvalon or Corvalon?
Gore.
Corvalon.
Gourvalon.
Corvalon.
Thanks to the abundant supplies here, I have the means to learn much more about this
Yes.
before we embark. And I may have yet another avenue to get. If you have here Bellbreaker, and I do not mean to impose or step beyond myself in this place that is not mine, so... Do you have any fonts of holy water suitable for scrying? Or similar magic?
We could provide the water for you, but that is a bit more of a precious commodity to us, and I would not be able to part with it as easily as the incense.
Understood. And I turn and look at the group.
I hand over some G's, approximately 72 G's.
Well, the material component for scrying costs 1,000, so
Holy shit!
Well, I removed 72 G from my inventory.
it is not consumed, but it costs. It has to be something worth 1,000 gold.
It's a hefty price for a
Well-
potentially very powerful spell.
You have 72 more gold.
I have 382.
I have
Oh, wait.
378 that I can
Hold
get.
on, guys.
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of gold, so you don't actually have to part with that much.
Tell me you have 900.
I have 4,000
How the fuck do you have 4,000 gold?
What?
because all the gold we've been collecting and dumping in the bag of holding, I've been keeping track of.
It's your gold. Wait,
Nobody else wanted to keep track of it, so I have
Why
it
didn't you split that?
because we didn't want to.
That was all the gold you guys took out of the Yanti temple that you said you would split later, and then never did.
that's right.
Awkward.
Wait, so when we were in the woodlands, why the fuck did we trade for all that stuff?
I don't know.
What?
Anyway.
I mean, we spent a lot of stuff, like a lot of the gemstones and accumulated wealth that we had
You guys also spent a shit ton on
that sword.
Jazir in
but I could've
the
kept my
swamp.
True. Anyway, so Rethinir goes ahead and forks over 1,000 gold from his own pocket.
I
He doesn't
don't-
ask for
Okay, well-
handouts.
I'm just letting you know, I'm happy to accept contributions, but yeah.
Well, I put my robe of useful items away. Gonna use it for the first time ever.
Anyway, we would certainly be willing to make a suitable donation for access.
How many do you require?
Well, if we are only going to... Well, if we were only to access it once, what would be suitable in that case?
If you wish to utilize this for your scry spell, you would need to fill your reliquary, correct?
Let me check exactly what it says.
He opens his little black book.
Flick,
Yes.
Flick, flick, flick.
I'm
2 pinches of salt.
Well,
Yes, I'm a lich
like-
reliquary.
okay. I guess essentially what I'm asking is, if they have a suitable device and I can just use it once without actually like owning it, how much would that be? Versus like purchasing such a thing from them, which would it? I understand would be the 1,000 gold.
Ah, I see.
Ah.
She tells you that if you were to rent
Essentially.
the appropriate reliquary, it would cost you 700 gold.
I am going to give 100.
Just Vidar just holds out 100 gold.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm giving it to Rethi.
And to acquire such a piece.
Friend of Dinar. I would accept a donation of 900 gold per reliquary you require for permanent use.
This is acceptable.
Back to my first question, how many would you like?
Well, it doesn't consume it, I think, so I just need the...
She's asking if both of the clerics want one or if one of the cleric wants one.
Well,
is
I'm
for-
not thinking about Krenor right now, so
Rethi, you still have my 100 gold to use.
thank you.
I already marked it off.
I should add it before I forget about it.
Mr. Guilt Trip.
What?
What?
You said you were looking for donations.
I consider all this party wealth anyway. Krenor, do you also wish to have one of your own?
What spell is this for again, Lord Legend?
Scrying.
This is for scrying.
Oh fuck, that's pretty sick.
Legend lore is the incense and ivory, which is a less expensive but also less versatile spell.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Legend Lord's learning more about the past. Scrying would be seeing what they're up to, like, right now.
Be like, what you doing in that room? Haha. I
Yeah,
can
like
see.
if I go to the bathroom, if you want to
No,
see
I
what
don't-
I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what scry is, but okay. Oh,
Scrying is, do you want to watch the bad guy pee?
There's also
I-
a saving throw that's related to scrying.
Or the good guy.
well, you've all already helped me too much. I can't.
Can't you guys share?
There's no reason we couldn't. I'm just asking if he wants his own.
No, we can share. I'm just like,
Just one, then, I believe.
Very well. And she accepts the 900 gold, kind of waves her staff. About 5 minutes pass before a young half-elf comes up. And again, these very simplified, like, tunic-y robes of, like, gold and blue and green and red. And hands over the appropriate reliquary. So you now have your 1,000 gold worth holy water reliquary,
Nice.
and you'll gather your thoughts for whatever could be unveiled from this additional legend lore spell that Rethinir begins to glean from the past. Using the divine sight of the great judge, you all wonder what that could possibly entail, as we call it quits for the night.